Welcome to Aspen Yoga. My name is Stacie. For today's chair yoga session, we are going to work on some healthy back, healthy hip exercises. So what you will need is your chair, no wheels, no arms, a nice sturdy chair. Grab some yoga blocks, a yoga bolster. If you don't have the blocks or the bolster, grab some books, grab a really thick, dense pillow, blanket. We're going to use them to elevate our feet. So go ahead and grab your props and meet me back on the mat. Welcome back. Remember, as you are working through any of these poses, that you always listen to your body. If something hurts, sharp pains, go ahead and back off. All right, we're going to sit in mountain pose. So our feet are firmly planted on our surface. We are seated away from the back of our chair so that we are using our core muscles, our back muscles for our posture. Hands can be rested on your knees with a tall spine. Let's take a deep inhale here. And exhale. As you inhale, send oxygen to your fingers and your toes. Exhale, your shoulders relax away from your ears. Inhaling here. And exhale, bringing the arms into it, inhaling up. Just sweep them through and down. Good, inhale up and down. One more time, and then we're going to take a side lean. Inhale up and down. We're going to lean over to that left side first. And as we lean, you can go ahead and bring that elbow to your thigh so you have some nice, really something to help support you. Good. Inhale up. We're going to cartwheel over and reach to the side, getting a nice stretch through the torso. Again, reaching over. Nice. And as you reach to the side, we are not necessarily shifting our weight, so we are not shifting to one side of the chair. We are just using our muscles of our torso to lean from side to side. Sitting tall, just some big shoulder circles here. You can let your hands rest along your thighs or you can take them at your sides. Good. Let's do a couple more to the back and bring them to the front. Good. Coming back to the center, sitting tall. I want you to take your right hand and place it on top of your head. And I just want you to really use the weight of your hand to gently get a nice stretch through the left neck. Good. Come back to the center, switch sides. Always very gentle when we're working with the neck, that we're not pulling it. We're just letting this weight of our hand just pull us down. Good. Come back to the center. Sitting tall, inhaling here. And exhale. With a twist, inhale, arms up, twisting to the left. Good. That opposite left hand is on the back of the chair, inhaling up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Nice, up tall. Your gaze always follows your twist. Good. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more each side. Inhaling up. Exhale, twist over. Good, up tall. Twist over. Good, as you inhale, arms up. Exhale, open and down. Good, sitting nice and tall, rolling those shoulders back. Good. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale. You may need to scoot a little bit towards the middle of your chair. And I want you to hug your left knee up to your chest. And as I hug my knee to my chest, I'm not caving into the knee. I'm keeping my spine tall, my shoulders are relaxed. So I'm not scrunching everything up, I'm keeping everything down. Good, and bring it down. Take it up the other side. And down. Good, let's one more each side, but let's add some ankle circles here. and circles the other way. Good. Little point to toe, flex it up, point and flex. One more time, point and flex. Good. Bring that foot down, switching sides. Pull it up and draw some circles. Nice. Circles the other way. Little gas pedals, pull it up and down, up and down. One more, up and down. Good. Bring that foot down. Hands come back to your knees. Little seated cat and cow. So sitting tall. Exhale, tuck the chin into your chest as you round the back. Hands stay on your knees. Inhaling up, drop those shoulders. Bring that heart center towards me. Good. Round the back, tuck the chin. Good. Bring the heart towards me. Drop the shoulders back. Put a little round in the lower back. Good. And me. Good. That lower back sways. And round the back one more time. And into that cow. Good. Come back to the center. Roll those shoulders back. Good. Let's go ahead and work on a little hamstring stretching. So hamstrings, you can use your bricks if you like. Just push them out a little bit farther. I want you to plant the heel. Both hands are always on the bent knee. And I want you just to lean forward at the waist. Now, if you find yourself like, hey, I don't feel a nice stretch in my hamstrings, I want you to set to the edge of your chair if you don't need the block and just hinge forward. So I get a nice stretch in my hamstring. I do not have to have this front knee locked out, so I can still have a slight bend in it and get a nice hamstring stretch. Good. Let's switch sides. See what the other side needs. It may need the block. It may not. Each side is a little bit different, so one side may be a little bit tighter. I can feel it a little bit more on one side than the other, and that is completely normal. Good. Go ahead and come up. Let's go ahead and stand up. And as we stand, I'm just going to move my chair so y'all can see me. We're going to do a standing cat and cow. Now, side view here, you can have your hands on your chair if you like. You can bring your hands to your knees. Knees are bent. I want you to round your back, tuck your chin. This is our cat. Look up, put a sway in the back. That's the cow. Good. Coming into cat and cow. How it looks on our chair. Round your back, cat, and then cow. Good. Let's do another one here. Cat and cow. Good. Coming back, standing up nice and tall. We're going to do a little bit of wide-legged shift. So I want your legs to be nice and wide. You can have your chair in front. So from side view, chair is here in front. Nice and wide. Slight bend in your knees. I want your arms out to the side. You can hold on to the chair if you need to. And I just want you to shift from one side and shift to the other. Use the chair as you need to, but otherwise we're just shifting through the hips. Good. If you want to use the arms. Good. One more each side. One and one. Good. Let's go ahead and come back to the center. Turn your toes out. And when you turn your toes out, we are not turning them all the way into a plie. We're just making it a little bit easier. When we externally rotate our feet, it opens up the hips a little bit. Versus if my hips are here on railroad tracks, they're a little bit closed. If I open them up, I have a little bit more range of motion here. Okay? Soft knees and arms are out. And I want you just to lean now from one side. So we're using that upper body to lean versus the shifting. We are leaning to one side, stretching that lower back. Again, if you need the chair, keep the chair. It's a little bit easier if you maybe have the chair in front of you and you can lean from one side to the other. Put the chair where you need it. One more each side, reach and reach reach. Get a nice stretch in the back. Good. I'm going to go ahead and bring the chair back to the side. So I do want the chair beside you. Let's go ahead and have the chair on our right side. We're going to do some hip rotations. If you have had a hip replacement, you obviously make sure that you talk to your doctor before you do any exercises with that hip. So I want you to bring the knee up, and I just want you to take it out and bring it in and down. So we're just going to bring it up, open the hip, close the hip, and down. A few more. Up, out, in, and down. 2 more. Up, open, in, and down. Last one. Up, open, in, and down. Good. So we worked the hip joint, but then we also got a little added bonus of balance on that stationary leg. Switching sides, so you can turn away from me. I always want to be facing you, so I'm just going to move my chair on the other side. Lift up, lift out, lift in, and down. Good. Just nice and easy here. Knowing that one side may be easier than the other. One side may have a little bit more range of motion. You have 2 more. Last one. Up, out, in, and down. Nice. Shake those legs out a little bit. We're going to switch the chair again, and we're going to do what I call clock taps. So think of yourself in the center of your clock. To the front is the 12. To the side here, because we are working on that left side first, is the 3, and then behind. So 3 or the 9, whichever side you're working on. We're going to tap front, tap side, tap back, and center. Tap front, tap side, tap back, and center. I want you to have all 3 of those points. So 1 point, point 2, point 3, and center. 2 more. Point front, point side, back, center. Last one, front, side, back, and center. Nice job. Working, our hip is really that ball and socket joint, so it moves in all directions. We don't always get the external or the lateral movement of the hip. We're going to switch sides. So these exercises really break that down a little bit. Clock on this side. Tap front, tap side, tap back, and center. Good. Front, side, back, center. Nice. Just through the range of motion. This leg is my base leg, can be slightly bent. I want that knee to be straight as it goes around because I really want to get the hip joint. Last one, tap front, tap side, tap back, and center. Nice job. All right, shake out those legs a little bit. Almost done with our standing here. Moving again to one side. And again, y'all can just move yourselves around. I just always want you guys to see the front view here. Just a little, we talked about lateral movement just a minute ago. Lateral movement again, slight bend in the knee. I just want you to lift and down. Only lift as far as you are comfortable. Sweep up and down, sweep up and down. Only come as high as you can comfortably. Up and down. 2 more. 1 and down. 2 and down. Nice. Moving again. Or y'all can just turn around. You know what we're going to do on this side. Slight bend. Take it up and down. Up and down. Good. Toe can point towards me, so we're lifting with the outside of the foot. So I don't want to rotate open. I want to use the hip. If I rotate open, I'm using more of the quad, and we're not doing that right now. 1 more. Up and down. Good. Shake out those legs a little bit. Let's have a seat. Now, as you have a seat, let's have those blocks up front. But then I also want you to have what you were using for your bolster nearby. Because as we finish today, we're going to pick everything up. So we're going to need that bolster. So go ahead and sit here. Now, when we sit, wherever you are comfortable with those blocks, when I bring my feet up, take some pressure off of the hips. And we just work the hips a little bit. So we want those hips to be resting, shall we say. So let's take a deep inhale here. And exhale. A good inhale. And exhale. Now again, you can do any of these with or without your blocks, but we're going to take the ankle over the thigh and we're going to do that nice hip stretch. Okay, so if this is too high for you, come flat onto the floor. Hand is on the knee, hand is on the ankle, and just lean forward at the waist. So I'm keeping my heart facing front, so I'm not caving forward. Nice straight back. You don't have to often lean very far to get a nice stretch in that hip. So stretching our piriformis, our sciatica, really getting into that hip joint. Nice deep breaths. You can just hang out here. Good. Let's switch it up. Switching sides, cross it over. This one is my side that's a little bit tighter, so that knee is actually a lot higher, and you can just hinge forward at the waist. And for this side for me, I don't have to hinge very far forward to feel that stretch. So remember that the stretching should never be like super uncomfortable, no sharp pains as we sit into a really passive stretch here. Shoulders relaxed. Sometimes we can get a little tense in other areas of our body when we are stretching one area. Oh, good. Go ahead and come up. All right, let's get a little hamstring stretch. So again, with or without your blocks, on the edge of your chair, start with that right leg, hinge forward. Now maybe I can come a little bit farther forward, that my muscles are a little bit warmed up. Think about my heel being planted, my toes are to the ceiling. Good. Pressing up and switching sides. So again, you can play around. Do I need the block on one side? Whatever your body needs, and know that each day can change a little bit as well. Nice deep breaths. Good. Go ahead and come up nice and tall. All right, let's range those blocks. Feet on those blocks. Knee to chest, just a little hug. Switch sides. Hug it up and down. Good. So let's get our setup here. Bring those blocks a little bit closer into your chair. Take what you are using as your bolster. Put it on top of your blocks, and let's come into a butterfly. So into the butterfly again, externally, when we rotate to the outside, external rotation. So external rotation of the hips. Nice deep breaths here. So I want you to sit tall, and we're going to walk into our relaxation a little bit. So if you want to pop on the back side of your chair so you can lean against the chair and be comfortable, you can hover just away from the back of the chair. What you are comfortable with, your hands are on your knees, your spine is tall. Nice deep breaths. Option 1, stay here in butterfly. Option 2, and you may need to sit a little bit closer to the edge of your chair, always being comfortable, you can just cross your ankles. Okay, sometimes this can be hard on the ankles, so if it's easier, just sit with your knees up, hands on your knees. We're going to, like I said, go through a little relaxation. So get comfortable here. Okay, so how are you comfortable in your last pose? Whatever you need it to be today. Let's take a deep inhale here. And exhale. Now your eyes can stay open or your eyes can stay closed. Think about your spine tall, whether you're resting on the back of your chair or you're sitting tall. I always want you to think about pulling your belly button in. But as you breathe, you allow that belly to come out and in with your breath. So as you take a deep inhale, fill the abdomen up, and as you exhale, let the air out of your abdomen through your chest. Again, deep inhale here. And exhale. Thinking about your tall spine. And I want you to think about your head staying nice and tall. And I want you to work on your shoulders. Your shoulders are away from your ears, and I want you to really pretend that you have from your ears all the way to your fingertips, that your arms are a waterfall. So waterfall your way down from your ears, down your shoulders, down your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, and out your hands. Allow your hands to fall heavy into your thighs. Nice deep breaths. Relaxing your hips. If you hold any tension anywhere, exhale and release the tension. Take some time here with your thoughts. Any negative thoughts or any to-do lists creep their way in. Acknowledge them with an inhale, and as you exhale, let them go. As you take a deep inhale here, opening your eyes if they were closed, and exhale. Take a deep inhale together. Exhale, shoulders relax. One last time, inhaling and exhaling. Again, my name is Stacie with Aspen Yoga. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you again next time.